Hi, I'm Jason Gallina, and I'm a third-year biological science student here at the University of Guelph, and I'm running for the College of Biological Science at-large representative seat on the CSA Board of Directors. I want to represent College of Biological Science students on the CSA board because I feel that oftentimes CBS students aren't represented and their voice isn't heard at the board level. And I think there's a diverse students and a lot of different opinions that people have on what the CSA is and what the CSA should be. And I would really like the opportunity to bring those opinions and views to the CSA board next year and make sure that it's accountable to all of you. I think the best experience I have is that for the entire last year I've sat on the CSA Board of Directors as representative for Guelph for Equality. And I've had a lot of opportunity to talk to different students and see what they think about the CSA and bring that to the CSA board, both at Board of Directors meetings, and I sit on a lot of committees for services such as the Bull Ring, the Student Help and Advocacy Center, and the Bike Center. So I know a lot about how these services run, and I'm always trying to talk to students to see how they can run better. And I think I've got a lot of experience doing that and working with various college governments on campus and special status groups to make the CSA work effectively for students. Being on the CSA Board of Directors for the last year, I've learned a lot about how the CSA runs and a lot of different policies. It can be really confusing at first, but I think over the last year, I really kind of realized how to navigate the system, and I really think that next year, as a CBS at-large representative, I can effectively represent you folks and make sure that your needs, your views, and your opinions are brought through the CSA, and of course, we're accountable to you folks. My main goal for next year is to make sure that I'm always consulting with CBS students, making sure they know what's going on at the CSA, and getting their opinions and views. Because a lot of times, students aren't interested in the Central Student Association because they think, board meetings last 6 hours, or there's all this stuff that's way too complicated. So I really like to make sure that students know what's going on and can effectively get their opinions out and get involved. Because it can be really scary and intimidating, and it shouldn't be. It's your student union, and it should be accessible to everyone. And my goal is to make sure that you feel comfortable coming to meetings, talking to me, talking to any of the commissioners, and making sure the CSA works for you. The best way I can represent the interests of students is making sure they know what's going on and by talking to them. I'm on campus almost all day, every day, in classes and meetings, talking to people and being involved. And I will continue to do that next year, making sure I'm involved with the College of Biological Sciences Student Council, all the CBS clubs, and making sure I'm always talking to people, and feel free to come ask me on campus. I'm tall, I'm recognizable, so you can pick me on the crowd and say, hey Jason, can I have a question about CSA? I'm always around, and I'd love to talk to you about CSA and represent the diverse amount of students in the College of Biological Sciences, because I know in my classes, people from everywhere, people studying everything from animal biology to microbiology, and we're all diverse and we're all here for school, but at the same time, we have opinions, and CSA should represent all of us. I really want to work next year to make sure that you are represented. The last thing I have to say is just that I would really love a chance to represent all you folks next year. I feel like I can do a really good job of this. I've been attending every meeting this year. I'm really involved on the committees, and I really know how the CSA works. And I really feel that I can effectively represent you next year and make sure that your voice is heard, and of course your Central Student Association is accountable to you. And the last thing I have is just make sure you inform about all your candidates, both for CBS at large and for all the commissioners, because it's really important, because these are the people who are going to represent you for the next year, and you're paying money for a lot of commissioners to have a job and to represent you, so you should really get informed and make a good decision. And of course, remember to vote March 14th to 18th online. Thanks.